We're going to look at the underbody of the Z3, and from the factory it has underbody protective coating on a lot of parts. Some suspension parts and brake lines and brackets, they don't have that coating, so that's where we see just the beginning of rust, which is the very early stage. It's not penetrated, but it is just starting. You can see it does get a little bit more here, so that would have to be cleaned. So, and then you can see the brake hoses, the fittings start to rust, the subframe and so forth. And you can see that on the control arms. Again, nothing serious at this stage, but if it's not attended to, it certainly will get worse. You can see even this is the body panel. There's a little bit of rust there. Here's some rust already penetrated, bubbling rust you can see on this bracket. And on this bracket here, things like this. It's pretty much throughout the areas. You can see that. And that's where the factory undercoating is, and it's all looking great. You can see the floorboards in immaculate condition. There's nothing we need to do there. That's all great. And then I can see that the control arms were replaced recently. That's all good. You can see some rust on surface rust, but that can all be treated and sprayed with rust preventive treatment. Yeah, the front of the car looks much better than it's in the rear, and you can see some, some rust kind of starts to make its way in. But that can all be contained. As far as how bad it can get, we have a good example here. This is not a BMW, this is a Toyota that didn't have any rust proofing, and you can see how bad it gets. This is a 2009 vehicle. There's a lot of rust on this one. As you can see, that's why on German car you have a lot less rust. Also, the Toyota was used throughout the year in the winter as well. But that's just a quick video to show you what we have, which is not bad at all. We just completed the underbody protective treatment, the final product application. We had to use what's called hybrid system. We used a spray on rust converter, and we also used brush on rust converting primer. So you will see some areas where you're going to see a little bit of orange kind of showing through, like on these brake lines. That's the rust converting primer, and it's okay if you see a little bit of orange. It's fine. It can be exposed. And then the shiny stuff that you see is the fluid film, and we use the clear fluid film so you can see what's going on underneath. We sprayed it in the rocker panel inside, and obviously on the underbody, and most importantly we sprayed it on the brake lines, fuel lines, and under the splash shields, under these mounts, which is very important because where it starts to rust, you can see we soaked the mounting strap in fluid film. You can see it right here, and all the components are now protected with fluid film, and any of the accessible rust, we removed all that. So that's all set. You can see it looks very nice, and we got into those areas, even kind of hard to reach areas, but very important, like those lines right there. So very nice treatment, and it will go a long way to keep this car rust free on the road.